Hi, hello. There's going to be an echo. I've now tried to record this 3 times. I don't know why. There's an echo. This is here, the microphone's here, the headphones are there. I'm confused. But you know what? So is life. Welcome, July recap, dream board, all things summer. And yeah, we're about to jump right in. And this is how it's going to go. My hair is super blonde-ish because it has been kissed by the sun and we are growing. I don't have as many K-tips, keratin bonds in, ladies and gentlemen. My hair is actually growing, which I'm very excited about. Yay. All right, so let's jump right in because there's a lot of shit to cover and there's way so many days. 31 days in July? Well, yeah. So first things first. This month has been filled with so much stuff. Like, first of all, cheers. Been a great month. May or may not be alcohol. Iced tea. May. Most likely. So, cheers if you're divulging in the evening. If not, cheers to the coffee you're drinking or tea or whatever you are having. So, let's start it off with 4th of July weekend because I went down to visit my friend Steph, who lives in Forked River, and we went to LBI. We did the boatyard. We did all of the things. It was gorgeous weather that weekend, and we were having so much fun. And then a storm hit when we were on our way out. So it is what it is. The summer has been Floridian summer. It is basically just going ham at this point, the weather. So I'm giving up. But that was basically a hurricane while we were out. It was kind of fun though. Very romantic and nice. It was a fun place. Had the best time, stayed over. We don't drink and drive. And yeah, I think it was like a much needed way to start off her birthday. And we then the next day was 4th of July, so I ended up going to my mom's house. We had some friends over at her house. A couple of my girlfriends came over and then like hung out by her pool, did all the things, ate some yummy food, drank a lot, slept at her house too. Fireworks in my mom's backyard was like my old house. It was like neighbors were setting them off. Front, back, sides, like everywhere. I'm like, okay, I'm deaf. My stepfather's like, why are you out there still? Like there, you can hear it inside. I'm like, yeah, but it's something about a like fireworks right in front of you. Then I felt bad for every bird. I was like, all right, now I'm going inside. I was also drunk. So I was like, I'm going inside. So yeah, excuse me. So that was fun. And then I had like a rot day. I was like, fuck this shit. It's a long weekend, but I'm exhausted. I think I went to the beach with my friend Lauren. I did a lot. I've been doing a lot of beach. I was in the sun. I actually have lost a little bit of my tan, but I was extremely dark from a couple of weeks ago. So I'm kind of happy that I am like now, like I'm golden, but I am not like dark. I apparently get very dark now. Did not realize that. One of my friends just texted me. He's such a dick. So, yes, so that was that. And I basically floated in my mom's pool for 4th of July, hung out with the friends, drank, and said, thank you, America. That's how that went, ladies and gents. And then we had an epic night the Tuesday following. It was the day before my friend Steph's birthday. She wanted to do it. I had suggested it. And it was to go see Legally Blonde on the beach. Misty evening, had some junk food at Tiki. Then we walked ourselves over to Jenks Beach and we watched the queen herself, Elle Woods. In the like it wasn't misting when we watched it, but it was just like some of us dressed up in pink, except our friend Christina. She did not. Love you, Chris. She was like, I'm wearing all black. But I'm like, you're blonde. So this works. But I knew I wanted to wear pink. I wore my pink sweatpants. My friend Lauren wore pink. Steph wore pink and blue, like Jess wore pink, like we all, or no, Jess wore black. Yeah. And so, no, wait, Jess wore a color. I have to look at the photo. It was actually like so much fun. Like girl empowerment. Cassie wore, that was what it was. Cassie wore camo. That was the funniest thing. Cause we were all like, we're just normal girls. It doesn't matter. You could be wearing any color you want, but we're watching a girl empowerment movie on the beach in the summer. Great day. Great. It was amazing. If you can't see me, it's because I'm drinking a drink. I take a break. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, it was beautiful. We all took the pictures, we took the videos. It's so nice. And it was my first time ever doing it. So, it was a check right off the bucket list. That was amazing. My bucket list, I just went through it. I have not done half the stuff that I wanted to do. So, like, out of like 30 something things, I have not done enough. You're probably going to see a cat flop around because he is doing all the things. Oh, I had to change the thing on my cell phone. Get the glass for your cell phone so your phone doesn't break because my mom chucked my phone. Don't even get me started. It was a wild evening at the yeah, we're not even gonna go there. So yes, so that was fun. And then by the way, I have my show notes. So it's keeping me in order. There's a lot. Sidebar, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but your health is very important. This month, my mom had gotten some test results that she caught something very early, so we are not going to worry about it. The doctor said that she caught it very early, that it was like shocking that it was even detectable, but then they cut around it to make sure it didn't spread. But she did find some cancerous cells in a place where normally I don't think women even go to get checked, um, in your colon. So it's like it shocks you. And I already had my physical planned, so I had to bring that up. And guess who has to get a colonoscopy? We are saving that for the end of the summer so we could, lose the weight that we've drank this summer. But that's basically like in my family, taking things like that is very serious. So, like, my dad died of cancer. He had stage 4 non Hodgkin's lymphoma. I am the person that carries his genetic gene pooling. So, I get tested every time I go to get a physical. They check everything. It is like, when they said like a parental, like a maternal and a fraternal parent, basically it's a man or a woman in your family have had cancer or beat it or died from it, you have to always get tested. Chip is sitting on my lap as I talk about this and hitting me with his tail. Um, so yeah, so get the physical done, get it all done. Go annually. Women, as we almost approach 40, we start getting our boobs squished. So mammogram it up, bitches. And also, since we're going into all the things, visit your gyno, get everything done. Get it all done. It is not the pretty, but you know what? Let's make it sexy. Well, not physically with your doctor. Don't make it sexy. That kind of sounded bad. Make it something that it's cool to do. Romanticize going to get a physical. I mean, I don't know how you can, but you should. My cat's drooling all over my hand. It's kind of gross. Love you. So, yes, so definitely worry about our health. This goes with wellness, this goes with physicality. I basically am worrying about my healthcare journey quite a bit. It is on my dream board that is something I really want to like really, really, really want to focus on. Chip is like all over me, guys. Sorry. So, yeah, so that is very important to do. I will advocate for this that I think you should all get yourselves checked. It is important. We are getting older. We want to live as long as possible. I know I want to live as long as possible. My grandmother lived till 101. I know the secrets to long life. And sometimes it can include a sexy cigarette, some vodka, and gorgeous men. Okay. But we also still have to go to the doctor because my grandmother loved going to the doctor. It's weird how that woman always went to the doctor. I think she just went so that people could tell her she looks young for her age. Okay. I mean, I get that regardless. So, I get it from both ends. There we go. Mom and grandma. Keep me young. Thanks, guys. All right. Anywho, back to summer. There was my TED talk about getting a fucking physical. All right, ladies and gents. Okay. So, Every single weekend, I noticed if I wasn't busy in the summer, I was taking them for myself. I made a promise to myself to take myself on a date once a week or biweekly. And it was something that I am doing for myself, and that can be going to the beach. My favorite place in the summer is just to go to the beach by myself. If friends can't make it, it's not going to stop me. I will still go. I will do it on my own. I will do it after spin class. People will be told they can visit or not visit, they can join me or they could do something else. Sorry, Chip's butthole wants to be on camera because he's crawling all around me. So basically, it is me going to the beach. I did it a bunch of weekends in a row where after spin and hot mat, I wanted to make sure to be on the beach and highly enjoy the summer. My dad's anniversary of the day he passed is in the middle of the month on the 18th. It was a torrential downpour. So I was not able to. I stayed in that night and well, first I actually went to go do some stuff and then I stayed in that night and I actually just looked at pictures of him, did the stuff I had to do, wrote a little letter, and it was just really nice and centering. We spread my dad's ashes in the ocean in Florida, so basically I feel the closest to him when I'm at the beach. So I ended up going to the beach the next day and felt very content. Didn't want to be bothered with anybody. I actually don't think oh no, I went with my friend Amanda. So I'm telling you, the month flew by, but it's been nice knowing that I can see and do things with my friends, but I could also do it by myself. I like to go do things by myself often. So it's not unheard of that I go at where the little wind takes me kind of thing. Like I'm into the exploring and getting to know different beach towns. So let me tell you how much fun that is. So basically, also, by the way, within this month, actually, I'll get to it when I get a little further along. So after this, it was the wild time of it all. The guy, Sam, I'm gonna mess up his name. Sam, Sam Neill. So Sam Neill, who played Dr. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park, he passed away. And what a time for him to have passed away because I had already planned by myself or friends wanted to join going to see Jurassic Park on the beach. That's my favorite movie growing up besides Scream, but I am obsessed with this movie to the point where I remember seeing it in the movie theater. I was terrified. I was with my sister, Joey, my dad, her mom, and she was pregnant with my little sister. Yeah, at the time she was pregnant with her. I was terrified, as any little kid would be at the ripe old age of like 6 or 7, shoving my face in my dad's armpit. Now, as I got older, I got much more appreciative to the dinos. As I moved to New York, my dad, I would meet him or my mom or my little cousin. I was able to take him if we went to the Natural Museum of the History Natural Museum of History. We used to walk around and test each other on all the dinosaurs. And by the way, I thought I was obsessed. No, my cousin Hunter was obsessed with the dinos. Anywhere we went, if there was a dinosaur, homeboy had all of his dinosaurs with him and he would place them places and I would have to go back and find them. It was the cutest thing. He is my little big cousin. I love him to death. We actually look the most alike in the family. So he is my dino obsessor like me. So I sent him a picture when I was on the beach and I was like, look, I'm watching the dinos. Oh my God. Guys, I haven't done my roots in like 6 weeks and I see the glistening silver. Whoops. My hair color has faded out of my hair apparently. We're blonde and light. Um, by the way, I'm not naturally dark haired like I do darken it. So I do have light hair naturally. It's just not as light as most think. It's just not as dark as everyone thinks too. Anywho, digressing. So yeah, so me and a bunch of friends actually went to go watch and it was beautiful. Like There's something about the dinosaurs. I don't know what it is. That movie gets me every time. It's a comfort movie. I can put it on and just watch it a billion times. I actually do in the fall watch the whole thing. And I'm going to Universal this fall. So I will be going to see more dinos. It's a thing. I love them. All right. So that was just a fun thing to do with the friends. And then now after that, me and my friend Lauren, we went to go see a comedy show in Red Bank. And this is the funniest story if I could ever have to deal with a story about meeting someone out in the wild. We go to see a comedy show. Before it, we go to eat a quick little snack at this restaurant in Red Bank, right down the block or around the corner from the place. I'm not going to say the name because I really don't want to. It's I'm sure if people look it up, they can figure it out. So I go there, we eat, and as we're walking in, we were just joking around, going like, "Oh my god, imagine if we meet our future husbands tonight." Weirder things have happened, ladies and gentlemen. So that was funny. And then we go see the comedy show. It was so funny. We saw Jared Freed. He is hilarious. So after that, we then go back. We're like, you know what? Whatever. Let's just go back and get like actual dinner, not just a snack, and have another glass of wine or two. So when we walk in, there was this great looking guy across the bar. And I'm like, oh my God. She goes, oh my God. And he's staring at you. She's like, because I tend to stare at guys when I'm at a bar in order to, it's a thing that I do. I will stare at a guy until he stares at me back. And then I don't know. We'll talk usually. I have cat hair flying all over me. Oh my God. Okay. So that happened. And he kept looking at me. So at this point, it's like, I'm either going to say something or I don't know, ask the bartender. So I asked the bartender. Bartender says, "Oh, I'll go ask him." I'm like, "Okay, but don't make it obvious." She makes it completely obvious. The guy next to Lauren with his wife hears this question and says, "What is happening? Are we doing a setup?" I went, "Sir, relax." She just went to go ask him if he's like, single or something. Like if he has a girlfriend, we don't want to be bothered. So now that happens. And then the guy now, I didn't pay enough attention to him. There was two guys sitting next to me and they're like, what's happening? I'm like, oh, nothing. Then this guy goes, oh, I am single from across the bar and says it and says, these two guys are leaving. Why don't you two ladies come over? He bought us a drink before we even came over. Then the guy, the husband, decides to walk around the bar, says, oh, look, I want to be involved in the love story. I got his number for you. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm mortified. What? I said, I'm about to go over there, I think, because my pasta just left the front of me. Sir, who are you? And then the two guys next to me goes, this is the most chaotic setup. I said, you're telling me, and I feel like it's me doing it, but oops. So that whole chaos unfolded. My friend was leaving, so it gave me the perfect time to just now sit across or sit with him and have dinner, basically with him awkwardly and not know who he is. But I have his phone number, and the whole bar is included in this whole matchmaking situation. It was the most bizarre but yet funniest thing I think I've ever encountered. And you would think it would have gone further. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it stayed there that night. We spoke a couple of times. He ended up saying he was dating a girl for like 6 months, even though he said he was single. But he said the instant connection was something he just had to explore. If you see my face, uh-huh, that's exactly what he said. I had to explore it. Well, very happy you explored it, but also fuck you in the same situation. Like, what? I won't even go to the details of the whole thing because it's crazy, but we learn our lesson from such things. So dating in the wild is just like dating on the fucking apps, by the way. They're all crazy. All of them. Certifiably. But one day there may be a great one. Who knows? But I may have an update at some point. But I will talk about dating maybe in August. I just don't even want to be bothered with talking about it. But yeah, so that was that. And then that Friday week, me and my friend attended a live dating show because we had seen these things on social media where they blindfold people. And we just thought it was hilarious. And it was hosted at my favorite bar. So I was like, why not? Let's just see how this goes. It is a singles event, but it was also geared to mainly watching the singles show. I would have never put myself in a position to be on a stage like that at all. That is terrifying. I have balls, but I don't have them that big, ladies and gentlemen. Like I have cojones, but I don't have that big balls. I have the personality for it, but I am terrified to be in front of a bunch of people like that, which is so weird because I do this. So I don't know. But anywho, so that was fun, and there was so much laughing. But of course, I walked away with making so many more girlfriends than I did guys. Duh. So goes life. So yeah. So then basically I hit within this time also my 100th ride, which I am so happy about. And if nobody knows what I'm talking about, I set a goal for myself to do cycle class as much as possible. And I have been in a spin class that is in Fairhaven. I go all the time. Every time I can go, if I am off from work, I am there. I go there when I'm hungover and dying. I go there with lack of sleep, but I show the fuck up. Now, that was an amazing goal. I did try hot mat. I do like it. I just have to some Saturdays work it out a little differently because if I go late, I'm gonna figure it out where I'm gonna go more often. I just have to make it work for my schedule. I also found a place locally to me that does dance classes, which I really want to do, and does the hot mat but Pilates style. So I want to do that. So these are goals that are all on my dream board. Body, health, wellness. That is like the number one, besides finding the love of my life. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me say that right. I know. I'm going to drink to that. Cheers. Can't believe I said that out loud, and I'm going to put this out there in the world. Not saying that I'm searching for it, but I am dating with intention. So we'll see about the candidates. We'll keep you posted on that. So park that and let's put that on the back burner for a little bit so y'all don't think I'm crazy here. I'm not divulging in any of it. Which, by the way, I also should have told you at some point in June, I was dating somebody. It just didn't work out. They turned out to ghost me while dating me for like 2 to 3 weeks. So, yeah. And it's interesting when that happens, but it's literally how things go. But then I was dating somebody before that. I just don't tell all the things, guys. Nobody needs to know about all the ins and outs on who's dating who. But I will do a recap of dating and I will do stories because it is hilarious how guys will tell you what you want to hear in order to be with you. And then when like real life sets in, oh, I have to take a step back. Okay, cool. You take that step back. I can too. But that means I'm going to date others. Oh no. I'm digressing. We'll get into all that as an extra episode, maybe. So yeah, so let's close out the month though. My best friend's mom rented a beach house and we went the first weekend and it was the end of July. It was perfect. I loved having a beach weekend, trying new restaurants, going to new bars. Basically, like me and this one friend, Carly, we used to do weekends at the shore, whether it be in Belmar or it be in Seaside, but it was a different side of Seaside. I don't remember which side, but it was mainly Belmar that we would do. Once a year around her birthday, we would always get something. If we didn't have a shore house, we would get a hotel room. And I used to, when I lived in New York, I would take the train out to her house and then we would drive down to the shore. And then it was just honestly like this was a recap of it, but it was just her and I doing it with her mom and like hanging out and like going shopping. Honestly, like it was really, really nice just being able to get away and lounging on a beach for 2 straight days. I was very dark. And I wore SPF, guys. I wore 50 on my face, 30 to 50 on my face, and then 30 on my body. I was so dark. I am still super dark, but just the light, you can't really see it. And I have cat hair now all over me. Anyhow, so that was really nice. And it's really nice to say like we could bring back traditions again and do stuff like that. Like I really, really, really enjoy it. And then finally, guys, I went out with my other friend Carly. We did Lobster Fest at Columns. Oh my God, so good. Would not expect it that it was chilled lobster roll, but I ate it like it was cream cheese with butter. Don't ask. It was actually kind of good. I'm not going to hate on it, but I want a full lobster next time I go because I was looking at those other people's lobsters and I was like, those look delicious. And then plus, I didn't get to stay for the live band, but I was exhausted. So, and it happens, I think, every Wednesday. So I am definitely suggesting it. This is about the bucket list, exploring things that you've never done before. This summer, we have another 6 weeks left, plus local summer after. But still, I want to enjoy and do the things that I've never done before. And that was actually it. So the spontaneous dinners and drinks that I went with friends on the in between was so nice. So definitely an equal balance of both, like staying home, going out with friends, like doing a lot of the things together, which was really nice. Um, and then, it's just something to say that I finished my friend's book. I honestly loved it. She did such a good job writing it, and it was so beautifully done that it's just something that's kind of sparking more in me. And, like, the idea of how it was written down at the Jersey Shore and, like, me going to different places, like, I really wanna try new things and not go to the same things that I know. Like, there says something to, like, explore. So, you know what? Exploring is what I love to do. I'm spontaneous, so these are the things that I'm enjoying. I am gonna have a slower August, so that means I could do a lot more exploring. I am not gonna probably stay anywhere like I wanted to on my bucket list because I am planning 2 vacations. Yay! Going back to Nashville. Can't help it. Gotta love it though. And like I said, going to Orlando. So, I don't plan on fully celebrating my birthday. I just kinda wanna get away, um, and enjoy myself and my friends. So, it is what it is. But what I have been watching, Ransom Canyon, I started, Real Housewives of OC, The Valley, I think finished, Below Deck, Med, I think it is Mediterranean. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Vicky's voice being back is giving me a migraine. Oh, I'm like, my God, I thought we were like so lucky to have a break for a while. Her viewpoints are so archaic too. It's like, my God, Vicky. I forget. Everybody should have been married 4 times or 3 times like yourself. Or wait, divorced. Or wait, we're all successful and busy women, but we're not doing enough. Love the way that she thinks. Love Shannon Bedore. She reminds me of my mom. I said it. My mom and Shannon Bedore are very much alike. Uh-huh. Yep. Shannon Bedore. And my mom. Very, very much alike in my eyes. Tamara, she got a hand slapped in order for her to be acting so relaxed on that show. Mhm. Um, what else am I watching? Wait, there was another one. Oh, the In the City reunion. First of all, I love how relaxed Amanda was. She was very, very candid. Kyle, sir, I can't believe you cheated as many times as you did, but I guess I can believe it because you're Kyle, but you having a great glow up. Works for you, bud. Um, what is the other shows that I've been watching? Oh my God, I finished the Netflix docuseries about the Iowa killer for the teens. Oh, such a sad story. I was crying. But it's so good how they found him in like 23 days. So love that. Love a good murder series. Why not? Duh. There are a bunch of movies I want to see in the movie theater. So many movies. I'm gonna probably do a movie night for myself. I really want to see Odyssey. I should have planned that one better. It's gonna be a rainy night. Maybe Friday on the rainy night. Um, I've been watching a lot of shows. I feel like I know the Love is Blind reunion's coming up. Not Love is Blind, sorry. Love Island. That's coming up. I know I've been watching like a bunch of like random things on repeat. I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't write it all down. I'm so sorry. Books wise, I will put in the books that I am reading. I did start 2 new books. I finished one book by Hannah Brown, I think. That one was good. I did start a new one. I am gonna be finishing out my reading list because got a lot of shit to read because I did take a little too long to read my friend's book, but I was very thorough. But I am totally going to be putting all the books that I am reading because there's a lot. And this summer now, they're all little. So we're gonna be going through them. I got a lot of Tessa Bailey books. And I also am gonna be doing some like cleaning out of my stuff. I am getting rid of some stuff and selling some stuff because my closet, I can't really like hang stuff. So I gotta sell things. And they're good things. So I'm not gonna just give them away. Unless it's like ratty stuff. It's the only time I'll ever do that. Not ratty, but like, I don't know. Whatever. But August is fun. So far it started off really well. Hee hee. Went to Morgan Wallen with Ella Langley, and I will be discussing all of that and me taking my mom to go see BTS. It was her second time seeing them, and she was obsessed. And I'm pretty sure if you follow me on social media, you saw me post about her and love on it because she looks so cute and she was like so well dressed. But that'll be all about August. And there's a lot more in August that I'm going to be doing. I have like a lot of concerts this month. I did not realize how many concerts I have in August. I'm not going to list them all because I actually don't want to. I want to save it to let everybody know. Well, oh, I didn't even talk about the dream board. Sorry, I touched on it. Okay, it wasn't in the show notes because this is me speaking about it because I'm not going to tell you everything that's on it. But there's travel. There is health and body goals. There is love. And there is closing out the year. The most important thing is that these are the last 6 months of the year where you can make changes. It is never too late to make changes. It is always a good time. It's setting goals and setting intentions for what you want to do going forward. I know for a fact there are things that I want to accomplish by year end. That is something that I always do, and I do well when I set goals for myself. So this is just like an idea for me to hand them over. Maybe I will share. I really don't like to share my dream board because I feel like it's very personal, but I want to give you the roundabout. Like the next year, there's a new set of goals that are going to start in January. This is me closing out the year and saying, okay, let's do a refresh. That's why I do 6 months dream boards. I don't do every year. I do 6 months so that it can all encompass and flow. Since my first 6 months of this year was a little fucking volatile, I mean, the ending of my last 6 months of the year before was fucking volatile too. So I'm ready to let that go and enter the beauty and relaxation towards the end of the year. Just the way it is, I'm happy to have been kicking back and kicking away the stuff that no longer is with me because I heard an amazing quote and I didn't bring my book. Fuck. It's literally from the medium. She said, listen, things that were meant to leave left our lives. And it's the stuff that you basically had. There was like a breakdown. In order for things to break down, it means that a breakthrough is coming. That's what I think the quote was. And honestly, I believe her. So here we go. Let the breakthroughs come on in and let anything that left see you the fuck later. That reminds me, I'm watching Ultimate Girls Trip. Ramona Singer. That woman. Love Sonia. Luann's drinking again. Well, love you. So happy you were here to join in the chaos and the recap of July. I hope everybody's having an amazing summer. Please, like, don't stress. If you have a bucket list, it's just a travel guide. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm not stressing to complete things. I'm already removing things that I know that I can't actually do. Let it just be a guide for you. I do want to get lost in more beach towns because I've never been to all of them. Like, I've never been to Avon by the Sea. I've never been to like Bradley Beach. Like, there's certain things that I want to do. So, get your shit done. Enjoy the summer. Take those vacation days. Plan something nice and do what you got to do and have fun doing it. All right, guys. Been real. Mwah. Have the best August. I'll see you on the next. Bye.